in the next 2 to 3 years, and actually building those relationships at an international level and showing the world what Bobble is and what Bobble means.
Amazing. So you hear that, Anush? Manny's going to need
some
space.
Need some space in Armenia as well, please.
Yeah, come here. We have a lot of space here. So I actually wanted to ask you about, based on your experience as a founder, what advice would you give like other, let's say, entrepreneurs who are just starting with their businesses?
It's quite difficult. All I know is that when I look back at my time of being an owner and a CEO, which I'm proud of, and a founder, is I can only remember the difficult challenges I faced. You don't really remember as much as the good ones, but I can guarantee you this, when you do have those good moments, they overshadow and outweigh everything else. It's never going to be plain sailing. It's never going to be easy. I've had directors leave. I've been in a position, I think, when our director decided to leave and go to Zimbabwe, we had our largest client in 2 to 3 months in arrears. We had our second largest clients in 2 to 3 months in arrears. And it got to end of August. I was thinking, is this agency still going to be viable when we get to September? And that was only in 2018. So 2 years after. So you will have difficult times ahead. It's perseverance and focusing on that end goal. And before you know it, things just start to align. It's making sure you learn from the difficult periods, because then there's going to be, and I envisage even more difficult periods coming ahead. No one of us could have envisaged a global pandemic happening, throughout 2020. And, these challenges are going to continue to come, and they're going to come when you least expect it. But once you get through it, you get that mentality of, we've been through worse, we can get through this. And you do it, and you start to do it as a team, and you start to do it and you get used to it. And before you know it, it's just problem solving becomes second nature, and you start seeing more growth and more positive points and more positive memories and high points within the agency than before. So just stick at it. It's never easy. Even if you do fail, on the verge of fail, just knowing that it's not the end, just learn from it and continue to go.
Yeah, I mean, they say get comfortable with being uncomfortable when you run your own business. It's absolutely that, isn't it? You've kind of touched upon some points there in terms of challenges that you faced. And so like my last question to you, aside from the personal challenges with your kidney failure, is what's been the biggest business challenge that you've faced?
I think it's wearing so many hats as an owner and a CEO. When you're running an agency by yourself, you're running the financial department, you're running the HR department, you're running the legal department, you're running the recruitment department. You're also getting involved in clients and results. You're also the account manager. You're also, the admin person. You have to wear so many different hats, and it is difficult and overwhelming. I was looking at this and I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I was like, the last time I took a day off was for my birthday in 2021. And that's not to sound sad or anything. I love what I do. I'm extremely passionate about what I do. To me, working every day on Bobble is a dream. But you won't really get time off because you wear so many hats. But that's expected, and that won't continue in the short term because of how quickly our team's grown and, investing into external resources. But the difficulty has come from, and, the biggest challenge has come from wearing so many different hats and stuff I didn't know about. I don't claim to be a business expert. I didn't know all about this stuff. I've had to learn QuickBooks. I've had to learn all these softwares, Timetastic, time management. I've had to learn all the legal procedures around pensions, etc. That is a learning curve that, it's a shock, and be prepared to learn. But it only makes you a better owner and a better CEO.
Yeah. Manni, I'm sure a lot of listeners would love to know what you do outside of the office, because we all were talking about our business lives. So I'm sure we want to know about what you do in PR time.
In my spare time, I can't really say much in the last year because I'm trying to think what I've done the last year, but we've all been in shielding and in lockdown.
Yeah.
But more recently, I love going for walks around the countryside. I do love motorsports, so I like racing in safe environments like track day events. I do love my sports, but I love traveling as well, and that's part of the global expansion, is being able to travel more and do more. But in my spare time, I am a bit of a, I call it a nerd, Marvel fan, geek, and a I'm into that kind of like collections and memorabilia kind of stuff. So you never want to see my bedroom because it's just full of stuff that just doesn't make sense.
Okay. And for my last question, maybe, is there anything that you want to share with us that people can't find like online?
I'm guessing if they can't find it online, I've hidden it for a reason. No, if you even go, I'm very open in terms of who I am. But the only thing I would say is that one thing I don't really probably communicate much is I'm a very, very big advocate of organ donation and raising awareness about that. So I like to do as much charity work as I can and giving back, because, I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am with the support I've had from friends and family and colleagues alike, that I like to give back as much as I can in terms of supporting charities and particular missions similar to Claire in terms of we support the Rainforest Trust, very, very environmental. But yeah, I'm quite an advocate of, health and well-being for most people. So that's probably one thing I'd say that I probably don't communicate much about myself online, but I am a huge advocate of.
Awesome. Manni, thanks so much for the inspiring and wonderful let's talk together. It was really good to learn about you more.
I'll just say thank you.